Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I've got a nice eBay mail day here for you. I'm pretty excited to talk about this with you, but first off, I want to thank all of you guys for helping me reach 200 subscribers in between these last couple of videos, and to properly thank you all for that, I'm going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited to be able to talk about it, but first things first, let's get into this mail day. And so this is 167 cards that I was able to pick up for an astonishingly good value, in my opinion. Got this for $60. And so the first little batch here, we got Chase Meadroth. These are all draft picks from last year for the most part, but he was a 4th round draft pick for the Red Sox. Kind of a lottery ticket guy. He's got a little bit of hit tool with him, but really he's a 4th round draft pick. You're not going to see a ton of value out of those guys right away, but he did have like 1,000 OPS in single A last year. So yeah, it's his first season. We'll kind of see how that kid develops. Really, I would value those at like $1/4 a piece right now, but still not bad to have some of those lying around. Next up, this is where it starts getting kind of interesting though. So we got a bunch of Cutter Coffee cards here, and Coffee here is the 2nd round draft pick from last year. He's only 18 years old, so he's like a high risk, high reward type guy. You're not really sure what you're going to get out of him right now because he's so young, but he has the potential to be an everyday player. And when you're looking at the first Bowman Chromes, these cards are like little to no risk cards right now. People are going after so many of these different top sets right now, but these first Bowmans are just so crucial to get. And if you can get them while they're young, not in a weird way, but if you can get them when they're not as high profile, then you can probably get some really good value, kind of like we're doing right here. So we got 40 cards here, and that's on its own. This is probably a pretty good value if these guys develop, but this is where it starts getting really good. And so we have Mikey Romero here, and this is the 1st round draft pick from last year for the Red Sox. And you know what? He's like a bat first middle infielder, one of the more advanced bats from the high school class last year. And this guy's got some potential. He's the number 7 overall prospect for the Red Sox. And if you guys remember from a previous video that I talked about, one of the guys that I was really excited for was Edson Paulino. And I was actually supposed to get some Paulino cards in this, but they didn't arrive. And so I messaged the seller, and he mistakenly didn't send them, and he's going to send them to me. So really cool about that. But Mikey Romero, though, he's the number 7 prospect already, and to be able to get a bunch of his first Bowman Chromes here, that's really exciting. And so when we're talking in terms of value here, like this could be a ton of money here in the very near future. But this, again, is not even the best part about this order. This is the best part here. So we've got all of these refractors for these prospects that just came in as well. So we've got all these Meadroths. I think there's like 14 of them. And then we've got Coffee here. I think we've got like 10 or 11 of these as well. And then we got the Mikey Romero. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 of his refractors that came in this order as well. And remember, we got this whole thing, everything that you're seeing here, for like $60. 60 bucks. I know the bucks, that was a pretty good timing there. That was mic drop. It's kind of insane when you're really thinking about the value that you're getting out of this. And let me kind of run through this really quick. So I used like Julio Rodriguez and Betts as comps all the time, and I think that that's kind of a crazy comp when you're talking about any of these guys, and I say that in some of my videos, but let's use like an actual comp that kind of makes sense. We'll use another Red Sox prospect. And so we're looking at like base chrome autos here, or base chromes in PSA 10. So like one of these guys, if we were to grade this and get this back in a PSA 10, where could the value be? Well, right now it might be like $20 or $30. So you're not really making any money on it. But let's go to a guy that's, you know, touted in the Red Sox system, but not like the craziest level anywhere in the world. He doesn't have like all of the tools that you could imagine, like a Miguel Bless. And so we'll go to like Tristan Casas here. And so we have his first Bowman Chrome, just like basic normal Chrome, the base level card that you're going to get in a PSA 10. And these are going for like 60 bucks right now. So if you can get these graded and you can get them to come back, this is kind of the level that you're looking to talk about. And so they have grading specials all the time now. You know, I was able to get a bunch of cards sent off to PSA for like $15. And if you can get one of those specials, you know, around the holidays or something like that coming up, let's just use this as an example right here. I got all of this for $60. Mikey Romero, he's the number 7 prospect in the Red Sox organization, first round draft pick from last season. It is not outside of the realm of possibility to say this time next year he could be a top 3 prospect if he has a good season, which is what Tristan Casas is. He's not the number 1 prospect. He's a top 3 prospect in the Red Sox organization. And if we're to send off 2 of these, get them back in a PSA 10 and sell them, you're telling me that I can't get close to potentially like $100 out of this? Like, that's very likely the case here. If you can get $50 for each of these in a PSA 10, you're essentially paying for this entire lot that I got. And now we're talking like refractors and stuff here. So like even the base stuff, if we were just to have the base and tell me that I was able to get this for $60, I'd be excited. But you throw in all the refractors, and let's take a look at what some of these refractors go for, guys. I mean, we're talking, you know, $100 here. This is what the most recent one just sold on April 1st, right there. It says $95 plus $5 in shipping. That's what this just sold for. One of these refractors right here. So you're telling me that if I get this graded right now and it comes back in a PSA 10, just one of these, it pays for the entire lot potentially. Just one. That is crazy to think about when you're thinking of this value. And I think Red Sox prospects as a whole are undervalued right now because people are not projecting them to be very good this year. They just aren't. They're a middle of the pack team, and I think they're going to be better than most people just because, you know, I'm part Red Sox fan, and that sways my opinion at times. But on top of that, these guys aren't going to be part of those Red Sox teams this year. These are 2-3 year away players at minimum, and you're telling me the Red Sox aren't going to be a playoff contender in the next couple of years? That is 100% not true. And even if one of these guys were to develop, I've got 3 different players here. If one of them can be one of those top 3 prospects, like Mikey Romero, since he's already the number 7 prospect, you're going to get potentially cards that are going to sell for $50, $60, $70, $100 in a PSA 10 from this lot. And one card could pay for the entire lot, which is just crazy when you think about that type of stuff. So when you're looking to shop on eBay, make sure you take a look at lots and make sure you know when you can find a good value. And I think part of the reason that there is such good value on this is because this is how it was listed on eBay. So I purchased this wherever on the 26th, but look, it just says Paulino here. Paulino Romero Coffee Invest. That's what it is. But this is the first picture. And so when you're listing, also make sure you're listing this stuff right, because this is the first picture. So these are the cards that I didn't get in the order that I will be getting soon. This is the picture I'm sure that he meant to put first. And you see all the refractors that are in this, all of the good stuff. But people really weren't looking at this. And so I was able to steal this. You know, this is $34 USD. I think it's, you know, this is closer to like $80 Canadian. But in USD, I only paid like $60 for this entire order, which is just astounding to me in terms of current value, and even crazier when you think of potential future value. So hopefully this makes sense to some of you guys. This is the type of stuff that I'm really looking at now. I stay away from some of the more expensive purchases. I do have them if I feel really good about them, but for the most part, I'm trying to look at these value pickups. I'm trying to make every dollar count. And if you can find things like this, I think there's just a world of opportunity for it. So anyway, that is the video. That's what I've got going for today. So let's get to what you guys are probably still waiting for, and that's the giveaway. So first up, again, just want to thank you guys all for what you guys have been able to do to support the channel. And so here are all the cards that I'm going to be giving away. This is going to go to one person. So I wanted to get together like a nice variety, and I picked out cards that I felt like meant something to the channel as a whole. And so these are all like talking point cards that I've done in the past. So first up, we've got a Trevor Hoffman Diamond card here. I talk about the Diamond Edition all the time as an undervalued set in my opinion, but I really like this card. First ever with 600 saves. I think that, you know, this is actually a potentially gradable card, but I wanted to toss this in there because I wanted to get a nice diamond card for you guys. Next up, we have Andres Jimenez. This is one of his pre-rookie cards. First Bowman. This is numbered out of 150. I really like this card as well. Andres Jimenez just signed the second biggest contract in Guardians history. So very, very cool. I think he's going to be around a while and a great player. CJ Abrams, Meyer Purple. Very rare card in terms of the grand scheme of things, I should say. It's pretty rare, but I really like this one. Wander Franco, I had to include one of these guys because I talked about him at the beginning of this channel. And then Miguel Bless. you know, I can't shut up about the guy, so I have to include him. Miguel Bless. And you know what? Honestly, I'll probably throw in like a refractor or two from this as well, or some sort of these Bowman cards. So these are all the cards that I'm going to be giving away, guys. Pretty excited to be able to share all of that with you. And make sure you like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, and then that'll make you eligible for this. I cannot tell you when I'm going to be giving these away because I'm so inconsistent about making these videos, but we'll just say the next time I make a video, it's going to be about who won the giveaway. So sometime next week. So just, if I don't have another video posted, you're still eligible for the giveaway. We're just going to kind of leave it at that. So appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Want to give a shout out to Dollar Box Banger Sports Cards. They have a really cool channel as well. They've been pumping me up on their channel, so I wanted to make sure to give them a shout out as well. But appreciate all the support, man. You're doing good stuff over there as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video today and the talking points, and we will see you next time. All right.